you wrote about a speech by, correct me if I'm wrong, Nikki Giovanni,
Right.
where she said, "You come from a small part of the world, now go out and see the world," and saw the world you did. How did it feel going from a small area in Southside to traveling all over the world?
See, I didn't know her words was going to resonate inside me, but Nikki Giovanni, who was one of the greatest poets at that time and still is, that's what words and sometimes somebody's speech does to us as people. It hits something inside you and says to you, go out and see the world. You can always come back home.
That's what she said.
She said that.
Correct.
So now, coming from Wellston, a place where it only had like 6,000 people, everybody knew everybody mama, you know. So me coming to New York City, it wasn't a shock because I was here to see the world. I was actually supposed to go to Germany and play basketball, but I tore my meniscus in my knee. And back in, you got to realize in '86, if you had something like that, they wasn't fixing it like they fix it now. So the doctor told me that if I played basketball at that level, I'd be walking with a cane at the age of 50. So I started a career in, dealing with wayward kids, the same type of person I was at St. John's Cathedral at Manhattan Valley Youth Program. So I dealt with those kids until I became an investigator for child abuse. And then from the investigator to child abuse, working short, brief time in juvenile justice, then going to being a New York State parole officer. So me working around the community, I got to know everybody, got to know a lot of different people. So when you come to New York City, and I'm from, if you can make it in New York from where I'm from, you can make it in Wellston, Missouri, you can make it anywhere in the world.
Yeah.
So it was easy coming here, adapting, because I met some of the best people that you can meet in New York City. D. Ferg, A$AP Ferg father, my man Slick, John Bess, Alfonso Wyatt. These are people that were doing great for the community, you know what I'm saying, in their own capacity, however they was. Slick may have been an entrepreneur and a hustler, but he was doing the community well because he was giving block parties. He was giving situations where he was helping people, pay their rent by, supplying them with jobs at the game room, fish stores, and stuff like that he was a part of. You had Alfonso Wyatt and you had John Bess, who was working for the community, with the outreach programs. And you had D. Ferg, who was an individual who was designing, and doing artwork and making the best trends in the clothing and the just the gear for the streets. So I met those people. God had put them in a place for me to come with them, and then whatever I had to offer, it blended in with them, and it just made a beautiful life and a beautiful situation for me. And it's easy to be in this part of the world because I had been through so much struggle as a teenager. I understood the struggle is everywhere.